Hello students, in today's class we will see some questions based on determinants. Practice questions from 1 to 15. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Okay, let's start from question number 1. It is given that a square plus b square plus c square equal to minus 2 and fx is 1 plus a square x, 1 plus b square x, 1 plus c square x, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square into x, 1 plus c square into x, 1 plus a square into x, 1 plus b square into x and 1 plus c square x. Then fx is a polynomial of degree. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Since fx is given as this matrix, let's apply C1, replace C1 with C1 plus C2 plus C3, right? So after replacing, you will get this matrix, right? Now, you can take x common, right? After getting, you will get 1, 1, 1, 1 plus b square x, right? Because 1 plus b square plus c square is minus 2, right? So put 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square is equal to minus 2, you will get this matrix. Again, on applying R1, replace R1 with R1 minus R3 and R2 with R2 minus R3, you will get this matrix. Hence, after solving, you will get degree of fx is 2, right? So I think option A is the right choice. Let's move to the next question, question number 2. It says, if A is a square matrix of order 3 such that determinant value of A is 2, then determinant of adjoint of A inverse. You have to find the determinant of inverse of adjoint of A inverse. Okay. So let's move to the solution part. You have 10 seconds to solve this question. After that, we will discuss the solution. Now see clearly, adjoint of A inverse is determinant value of A inverse square, right? And we know that determinant value of adjoint of A inverse is basically 1 by determinant value of adjoint of A inverse is equal to determinant value of A square, because we know that determinant value of adjoint of A is equal to determinant value of A to the power n minus 1, right? And order of A is 3. So determinant value of A to the power 3 minus 1, which is 2. Clear? So answer is 2 square, which is 4. Option C is the right choice. Okay. Okay, let's discuss question number 3. The equations these 3 questions are given gives non-trivial solution for some value of k. Then the ratio of x is to y is to z, where k has the smallest of these values. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay. So we know that for non-trivial solution, determinant value of this matrix is basically 0. Right? This implies after solving this matrix, you will get k equal to 0 or 3. Right? Now, let's put k equal to 0 in this equation. Right? You will get these 3 equation 1, equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 when k equal to 0. From equation 1, you will get x equal to y. Suppose x equal to y equal to lambda. And from equation 2, you will get minus lambda minus 2 lambda plus 3 lambda equal to 0. So z is equal to lambda. Now you have to calculate x is to y is to h z. So lambda is to lambda is to lambda, which is equal to 1 h to 1 is to 1. Right. So option D is the right choice. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. If x is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 4 up to k terms and y equal to 1 plus 3 plus 9 up to k terms and c is equal to 1 plus 5 plus 25 up to k terms, then you have to find the determinant value of this equals to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay. See clearly, x is, you can calculate x. It is up to k term, which is 2 to the power k minus 1, right? It is in GP, up to k terms. 2 to the power k minus 1 upon 2 minus 1, right? Which is equal to 2 to the power k minus 1. Y can be calculated here. It is again in GP to 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 3 minus 1, which is 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 2. Z is 5 to the power k minus 1 upon 5 minus 1, which is 5 to the power k minus 1 upon 4. Now, since sum of n terms of a GP is given by this, right? So we have applied this one. Now, delta can be calculated. Put the value of x, y, and z. Right? You will get, put the values of x, y, and z, and by splitting, you will get this determinant as 0 because first row and third row is same, and this determinant is also 0 because first row and second row is same, right? So answer will be 0. I think option C is the right choice. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 5. The product of roots of determinant value of this equal to 0. Right. So we have to find the product of roots of the equation found by doing determinant value of this equal to 0. You have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Since suppose px is equal to 1 plus 2x, 1 minus x, 2 minus x, 2 plus x, 3 plus x, 1 plus x, 1 minus x squared, determinant equal to 0. Clearly, product of roots is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x to the power 4. Because we not know that degree of this is basically 4, right? So clearly product of roots is basically constant term upon coefficient of x to the power 4. Now let's calculate let's calculate constant term. How we can find constant term? By putting the value of x equal to 0. X equal to 0, right? So P0 is 1 1 1, 2 2 3 and 0 1 1, and determinant value of which is equal to minus 1. So coefficient of x to the power 4 is basically constant term, which is minus 1, and coefficient of x to the power 4 is basically minus 2, right? So product of roots is minus 1 upon minus 2, which is 1 by 2. Clear? So option A is the right choice. 1 by 2. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 6. If the equations A into y plus z is equal to x, b into z plus x equal to y, c into x plus y is equal to z have non-trivial solutions, right? Then calculate 1 by 1 plus a plus 1 by 1 plus b plus 1 by 1 plus c. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay. So if the equations A y plus z is equal to x, b z plus x equal to y, and c x plus y is equal to z have non-trivial solution. We have to calculate this. After adjusting this one, since it have non-trivial solution, you can do determinant value of this matrix is equal to 0, right? So after adjusting this, the coefficient of x is minus 1, Y is A and Z is A, right? So minus 1 A, again B minus 1 B, C and minus 1 equal to 0. On applying C2 with C2 minus C1, we will, and C3 with C3 minus C1, we will get minus 1 A plus 1 A plus 1 B minus of B plus 1 0 C 0 minus of 1 plus C equal to 0. Determinant value of this equal to 0. Now on applying R1 with R1 upon A1 plus A plus 1. On applying R1 with R1 upon A plus 1, R2 with R2 upon A B plus 1, and R3 with R3 upon C plus 1, we get determinant value of minus 1 by A plus 1 1 B upon B plus 1 minus 1 0 0. Clear? C upon 1 C plus 1 0 minus 1 equal to 0. Clear? When you solve this determinant, you will get the value of this is 2. Clear? You have to do R1 as R1 upon A plus 1, right? Okay, let's discuss next question. Question number 7. It says that let A, B, and C be positive real numbers. The following system of equations x, y, z which satisfy this three equation has. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, suppose x square upon a square is equal to capital X, y square upon b square is equal to capital Y, and z square upon c square is equal to capital Z. Then x plus y minus z is equal to 1, and x minus y plus z is equal to 1, and minus x plus y plus z equal to 1. Now, coefficient matrix is basically A is 1, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1, and minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 1. Here, determinant value of A not equal to 0. We can see that, right? You can calculate the determinant and it is not equal to 0. Therefore, it has unique solution, right? So, capital X equal to 1, capital Y equal to 1, and capital Z is equal to 1, right? Hence, small x equal to plus minus A, small y equal to plus minus B, and small z is equal to plus minus C, right? So, it has basically many solutions, but solutions are finite, not infinite. So, I think option D is the right choice. Finitely many solutions. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 8. If S is the set of distinct values of B for which the following system of linear equations has no solution, then S is. Okay, you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, so the system of linear equation has no solution, right? So suppose let delta is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, A1, A, B, 1. So after solving, you will get delta equal to minus of A minus 1 whole square. Let's calculate delta 1, right? How will you calculate delta 1? Put here 1, 1, 0 because it is constant 1, 1, 0, right? 1 AB 1, 1, 1. After solving, you will get delta 1 is equal to 0. Let's calculate delta 2. Delta 2 is again 0. Delta 3, you will put constants here. It is again delta 3 is basically minus of A minus 1. For A equal to 1, delta equal to delta 1 equal to delta 2 equal to delta 3 equal to 0. Right. For B equal to 1 only. Now, if B equal to 1, you can see that x plus y plus z is equal to 1, x plus y plus z is equal to 1, and x plus y plus z is equal to 0, which is not valid, right? Because this equation says that it is 1, this equation says that equal to 0, right? Therefore, it has no solution because right hand side is not equal. Hence, no solution for B equal to 1. Right, so option C is the right. Singleton set. Clear? A equal to 1. Clear? No solution for P equal to 1 only. Clear? So singleton set. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 9. If M is a 3 into 3 matrix where M transpose M is equal to I and determinant value of M is 1, then you have to calculate determinant value of M minus I. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Since determinant value of M minus I is determinant value of M minus I into determinant value of M, because determinant value of M is basically 1. So we have multiplied this. So determinant value of M minus I can be written as determinant value of M minus I into determinant value of M transpose, right? Because determinant value of A transpose is equal to determinant value of A, we know that. Now let's multiply this M transpose inside this. So determinant value of M transpose minus M transpose, which is equal to determinant value of I minus M transpose, because M transpose is equal to I, which is equal to minus of determinant value of M transpose I, which is equal to minus of determinant value of M transpose I transpose. Clear? Now, after doing transpose, you will get minus the determinant value of M minus I. Right? So, determinant value of M minus I is basically minus of determinant value of M minus I. After adjusting this, you will get determinant value of M minus I is equal to 0. Right? So, option C is the right choice. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. If A1, A2 till AN are in GP, then the value of determinant this is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Since A1, A2, AN are in GP, then we know that log AN plus 1, log AN plus 2 till log AN plus 8 are in AP, right? Now, given that log AN, this determinant, now this can be written as, suppose log AN is A. So log AN plus 1 is A plus D, log AN plus 2 is A plus 2D, log AN plus 3 is A plus 3D, right? Similarly, log AN plus 8 is equal to A plus 8D, right? Now, after solving, where A and D are first and common difference of the AP. Now apply R2 as 2 R2 as 2R2, right? Put R2 as 2R2 and divide it by 1 by 2. Clear? So you can see that this determinant 1 by 2, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 6D, 2A plus 6D, 2A plus 8D, 2A plus 10D, A plus 6D, A plus 7D, A plus 8D. Now on applying R2 with R2 minus R3, you'll get this matrix, right? Clear? And after that, you will see that the determinant value of this matrix will be 0, right? Because R1 is equal to R2. So determinant value will be 0. So I think option C is the right choice. Clear? Let's move to the next part. Question number 11. Let A be a square matrix of order 2 with determinant value of A is given as not equal to 0, such that determinant value of A plus determinant value of A adjoint of A determinant is equal to 0, and determinant value of A plus A determinant value of adjoint of A is. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Let A, suppose we have some A matrix with A, B, C, D. Then determinant value of A is AD minus BC. Suppose this is equal to K. Now, what is adjoint of A? Adjoint of A is, you can calculate C. This and this will change the position, and this side C and B will change the sign only. Now, determinant value of A plus determinant value of A adjoint of A is A can be calculated as A plus KD 1 minus K B 1 minus KC D plus KD. K is equal to 0, right? After solving this, you will get A plus AD, and after solving and like adjusting this, you will get AD minus BC plus AD minus BC K square plus K A square plus D square plus 2 AD minus K is equal to 0, right? Since BC is equal to AD minus K, right? BC is equal to AD minus K. Now, put AD minus BC as K everywhere. You will get this equation K plus K cube minus 2D K square plus K times A plus G whole square. Now, take K as common, K into K minus 1 whole square plus K plus A plus D whole square. So, after solving, you will get K is equal to 1 and A plus D equal to 0. Now, let's calculate determinant value of A plus A determinant value of adjoint of A. Right. So, when you calculate this, you will get this determinant. And putting the values of K, you will get determinant value of A minus D 2B, 2C and D minus C by putting the value of K equal to 1 and A plus D equal to 0. Right. You will get minus of, after solving, you will get minus of A minus D whole square minus 4BC, which is equal to minus of A plus D whole square minus 4AD minus 4BC. Now, A plus D is basically 0, right? So, it is equal to 4AD minus 4BC, which is equal to 4K. And K is equal to 1. So, answer of this will be 4. Clear? So, I think option D is the right choice. Okay, let's move to the next part. Question number 12. Let P and Q be 3 into 3 matrix and P not equal to Q. If P cube equal to QQ and P square Q is equal to Q square P, then the determinant value of P square plus Q square is. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. Now we have this equation, right? So let's subtract this equation and this equation. You will get PQ minus P square Q is equal to QQ minus Q square P. Let's take P square common, P square P minus Q, Q square common, Q minus P. So now by moving right hand side part to left hand side part, you will get, and by taking common P minus Q, you will get P minus Q into P square plus Q square equal to 0. So determinant value of P square plus Q square not equal to 0, right? Clear? Suppose determinant value of P square plus Q square not equal to 0. This implies P square plus Q square is an invertible matrix, right? Post multiplying both sides by P square plus Q square inverse, you will get P minus Q equal to 0. Clear? Which is a contradiction because in question it is P not equal to Q, right? So we had assumed that determinant value of P square plus Q square not equal to 0, right? Which was supposed to be a contradiction, right? So determinant value of P square plus Q square should be 0. Clear? Because the assumption we have taken has become contradiction, right? So opposite of this will become true. So I think option C is the right choice. Let's move to the next question, question number 13. If alpha beta not equal to 0 and Fn is alpha to power n plus beta to power n, and the value of this determinant is k times 1 minus alpha square 1 minus beta square 1 minus alpha minus beta square, then the value of k is. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. C, delta is basically this. Now put the value of C. Fn is alpha to power n, beta to the power n. So you can calculate the value of F1, F2, F3, F4, right? So put the value of F1, F2, F3, F4 in terms of alpha and beta. You will get delta is this determinant. Now let's break this. 3 can be written as 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. 1 alpha beta can be written as 1 into 1, 1 into alpha, 1 into beta. And similarly, all the terms are written in the product of two matrix, two determinants, right? So this can be further taken as product of two determinants, right? Which is determinant of 1 1 1 1 alpha beta 1 alpha square beta square and 1 1 1 1 alpha beta 1 alpha square beta square, right? Which is same. So it is determinant value of 1 1 1 1 alpha beta 1 alpha square beta square to the power square. Clear? So after expanding, you will get delta is 1 minus alpha square 1 minus beta square into alpha minus beta square. So after solving, you will get k equal to 1. Clear? So I think option C is the right choice. K is equal to 1. Let's move to the next question. Question number 14. Area of triangle whose vertices are a square, b square, c square is 1 by 2. And the area of triangle whose vertices are this is 4. Then the value of this determinant is. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the solution part. See, delta is and the area of triangle whose vertices is 4. Then the value of this determinant. So determinant is given as this one. So after solving 1 2 a square p square like this, and you will get this determinant. Now this determinant can be further taken as product of this determinant into this determinant, right? Clear? Which is 2 times product of this determinant. Clear? Because this is 2a 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 2b 2c, right? We have taken 2 common, 2 out. So it is 2 times product of this 2 determinant. Now we know that this 2 determinant is basically 2 times area 1, right? This is 2 times area of this triangle, right? And this determinant is 2 times area of this triangle A2, right? So this is 2 into 2 into 2, 8 times A1 A2, right? Which and A1 is basically 1 by 2 and A2 is 4, right? So 8 times 1 by 2 into 4, right? So answer is 16. Option D is the right choice. Clear? 16. Let's move to the next part. Question number 15. Let determinant of A is this one. And if L minus M square plus P minus Q square is equal to 9, M minus N square plus Q minus R square is equal to 16, N minus L square plus R minus P square is equal to 25, then the value of determinant of A square is equal to. So you have 10 seconds to solve this question. After 10 seconds, we will discuss the solution. Okay, let's move to the next solution. According to the given condition, we get a right angle triangle whose vertices are NR, MQ, and LP, right? Let's solve this right angle triangle having vertices this. Clear? So by using this, you can see that this side is 3 because P minus Q square plus L minus M square is equal to 9 square, right? So it is 3, it is 4, it is 5. Now we have to calculate the value of this determinant square. So determinant value of this is this one, and this determinant is basically twice of area of triangle ABC, right? And area of triangle ABC can be calculated as 1 by 2 into 4 into 3. So twice of 1 by 2 into 3 into 4. Clear? So square. So which is equal to 144. So I think option C is the right choice. 144. Clear? Okay. Thank you.